Alpine's Hemp Company. Gummies, seltzers, syrups, and more. Treat yourself to the best.
Time for our look at local sports on WHKY TV News. We start with high school basketball action. Girls games last night in Western Highlands 1A 2A conference play. Drawn was a 71-19 winner over Owen. The rest of the games were non-conference matchups. Alexander Central defeating Davie County on the road 62-47. East Burke wins over Freedom 62-55, and High Brighton was upset by Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy 60-56. Boys basketball action last night. Again, we start with conference play in the Western Highlands 1A 2A conference. Drawn fell to Owen 83-55. Again, the rest were non-conference matchups. Alexander Central losing to Davie County 70-37. Freedom winning over East Burke 64-47. High Brighton falling to Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy 75-36 last night. Well, the annual Shrine Bowl of the Carolinas will be held Saturday at 10 a.m. at Spartanburg High School in Spartanburg, South Carolina, competing with North Carolina versus South Carolina in football. And from the Hickory Metro, Alexander Central head coach Butch Carter and Hickory High head coach Joe Glass will serve as assistant coaches for the North Carolina squad. Joining them as players will be Alexander Central tight end Garrison Millsaps, Bunker Hill running back Jason Willis, and Hickory High wide receiver Jamian Little and quarterback Brady Stober. In addition, Hickory High's band, under the direction of Richard Campbell, will be performing at the Shrine Bowl on Saturday. For the first time since 2019, the Lenoir-Rhyne men's basketball team is receiving votes in the National Association of Basketball Coaches, the NABC, Coaches Poll. The Bears are receiving 3 votes in this week's poll, and that puts them just ahead of Concordia St. Paul and Grand Valley State in the polls. And as we announced on WHKY radio late yesterday, Lenoir-Rhyne has announced the appointment of Darren Montgomery as their new vice president for athletics. Montgomery, who's a 1995 graduate of Lenoir-Rhyne, comes back to Hickory from St. Anselm College in Manchester, New Hampshire, where he served as vice president for athletics for the past 9 years. Now, prior to his time at St. Anselm, Montgomery held the position of director of athletics at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. He also served in various positions, including senior associate athletic director at the University of Detroit Mercy. And of course, we'll have much more of that tomorrow on WHKY Sports Talk, on WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM, 102.3 FM, online at WHKY.com at 9:30 tomorrow night. As always, you can find more stories when you visit our website, WHKY.com.
WHKY is a family-owned company that's been in this community for generations. WHKY is connected to our local community, and our listeners are too. Show your part of the WHKY family with the new WHKY merch. Visit WHKY.com and click on the Radio Retail Store tab. You can buy a WHKY mug, hat, and if you're a fan of local news, a Crime Report t-shirt. Remember, the Crime Report shirt is machine washable, so you can keep it clean and keep it legal. Buy WHKY merch today at WHKY.com.